So, did we wrap up? We didn't wrap up in the courtroom. We wrapped up heading toward the Storyteller's Tower to search it. That's what we did last time. Yeah. I mean, for a Phoenix Wright game, what's the typical number of hours that it takes to complete one of those games? Because I'm nearing 30 hours in this game right now. Hey, Roddy? I think for most of the Layton games, it's been under 30 hours for me. But I'm talking about Phoenix Wright specifically. Ace Attorney, 24 to 32. Does this one tend to be a longer one in the... a longer game in either franchise? I feel like this one's been a little bit slow for me, but it could just be when I've been playing them, maybe I'm not as focused or something. Hey, Yuna. I would not ride in this elevator. I don't give a shit. Streamer tax. Tower of Teller. Okay, I get what you did there. I don't love it, but I get it. Stone statue stands before you. Beneath it lies a panel with what appears to have once been a crest of some kind, now a disjointed mess. Move the panels by touching the arrows that connect them and rearrange the pieces so the crest is correctly displayed. Got it. Am I missing something? Okay. Is this not correct? Oh, I see. I realized the full crest was in the top corner.
Solving skills. Come what may, puzzles are there to be solved.
Wow, it looks like this this elevator is going to be like a whole thing, huh? Interesting. Welcome to the Puzzle Gauntlet. While Phoenix Wright finishes his battle in the court, Professor Layton has to take on the tower. Yeah, we solved the mystery of Layton not being gold anymore, like 2 of them ago, I think. 2-ish episodes ago. Uh-huh. Yeah. Does this qualify as a puzzle? I don't feel like this qualifies as a puzzle.
I've already seen the answer.
It turned out that it was like a bait and switch. He wasn't really the gold statue. Well, they didn't explain how it got there, but Layton specifically said that he just got transported somewhere else, so we at least know that the gold statue was not Layton at any point. Like, he did not lose a large stretch of time where he became the gold statue. Okay, I'll be honest with you, this one seems a little tougher. This one's compelling. Oh, the bull with wings is pissed.
Let's see if I've proven myself. You should expect no less from a gentleman.
Yo, I bet these puzzles are sick if you're not good at puzzles.
That was an exceedingly difficult puzzle.
The next stop must be our destination.
I think you're probably right, Luke.
Well, this is it, Professor.
Cool.
It seems we have arrived at last.
No, we've arrived at first. The joke's an antique.
Different. There are flowers and plants everywhere. I can even see a water wheel over there.
Luke finds literally everything noteworthy, doesn't he?
It's a beautiful place.
This evening breeze is a little chilly. So, is this the storyteller's garden then?
I think that's probably a safe assumption, Luke. Judging by the abundance of water and rose bushes, it's being well taken care of.
What's poppin', Drex?
I'd be inclined to say the tower seems more akin to a castle.
Who'd have imagined we'd end up in a beautiful place like this? Let's investigate.
It is a very pretty garden. I'll grant that. Oh, we still got gamer coins out here. Hell yeah. Let's get those gamer coins, gamers. What are you having for dinner, Drex? You getting the good stuff? Her family. A Caesar salad sounds really good. I could go for one. Oh, I want to make my own Caesar dressing and have a salad with it. Sounds really tasty. I was really in the mood for Thai food the other night, and I walked several blocks to the Thai place that's near where I work, because parking near it is difficult. And I found out that it was closed from a sign on their door. Like closed indefinitely. That was my Thai place, man. Honestly, life hasn't been feeling as good lately, if I'm being honest. Hey, guy? Well, I definitely don't have a local kebab, but I think there is another Thai place in town, and I want to try. I gotta try it out now. I mean, when I get that hankering for Masamang curry, there's literally nothing else that can solve it. I don't know if I've ever had a Vietnamese curry. I bet it's good. I like every food, so it's a safe bet I'll like anything. I know of very few foods I don't like. Yeah, not calling you out or anything, but I just can't understand how people can be picky eaters. Oh, it's similar to Thai red curry. That's cool. Oh, here's a mechanic that the game showed us right at the beginning of the game and then never used again. Is sometimes when you click on something, you zoom in. Appreciate it, Roddy. There's certain textures I really can't eat. Soggy bread is the one for me. For me, if there is soggy bread, like any amount of sogginess, I'm done. That's it. There are very few flavors that I dislike. There was a bad witch in the town. All of the carrots in the field disappeared and all the money in the bank was turned into pumpkins. That doesn't sound so bad. The people of the town had to put up with all kinds of mischief from the witch. They didn't know what to do. Then one day a brave young girl appeared and said to the townsfolk, "When the witch uses witchcraft, she always uses a big stick, doesn't she? So if we take away her stick, we'll be able to stop her." After hearing this, the people of the town set a trap for the witch and managed to capture her. At her trial, the bad witch said this to the people. "Hey, don't take my friggin' stick! Even now, the legendary Great Witch Bezella is living here in this town. Bezella is the queen of all the witches. She is the one who gives us witches life." The townsfolk punished the witch, and peace was restored to the town once more. To this day, Bezella is still hiding somewhere in this town. But the brave townsfolk will not be beaten by the bad witches. Oi, Gov! We straight up stole a child's book. Are you kidding me? That's who we are now, huh? Great. Really feel good about myself now. We're doing the weird feel-good section right now, which doesn't really make sense in context, I don't feel like. How is the fish still alive? Who's been feeding it? I have so many questions. Look at this photograph. Is this supposed to be a big indicator that all of this has been a huge ruse, and once again, all of the magic in the Layton world is fake? I love this. I love the joining of the Ace Attorney universe and the Professor Layton universe, because the Ace Attorney universe is like, oh yeah, we can conjure up the dead and magic is real, despite the fact it's a courtroom drama. And Professor Layton is about solving fantastical puzzles, and every time there's magic, we just explain it away as, oh, everyone's living underground. Spella and Darklaw. Really? I wonder who they are! Okay, so I'm later going to be asked to say where the second pendant came from, and it's going to be Darklaw because it's around her neck. Got it. Hey, turns out that the entire game is going to play out the way I thought it did in the first hour. Despite all of its efforts to be a Phoenix Wright game, this game, at its core, still maintains being a Layton game. Oh. When the stars have aligned, the goddess shall pluck her harp, bringing forth her serene song. Okay. So I just gotta wait for it to make it around, read a few notes, and then... Bob's your uncle. We're out of there. Can I just take a screenshot of it and save us all a lot of frustration and time? I'd like to do that. I will be doing that. I appreciate your patience during this. Thank you. Uh-huh, yeah. Yeah, ding ding ding, got it.
Allow me to show you my puzzle-solving skills.
It's not a puzzle.
Ah, the joy of
I have
solving
a weird-ass system that I had to... never mind.
Look, Professor! A stairway just appeared. Could there be another room above this one?
I have a feeling that the rooftop we saw from the garden continues above here.
Hey, I had to specifically time out that screenshot, so, you know, I still think I deserve 50 Pikarots for it.
It's really dark in here, but moonlight seems to be coming in from up above.
Well, there's no turning back now. The answer to the biggest mystery of all is surely waiting for us ahead.
I think so too, Professor. I wonder what on earth it could be.
Same, Unikitten. Every single day of my life I feel that way.
The next step in the storyteller's story, if I'm not mistaken.
The next step? But the story has already finished, hasn't it?
Not yet, Luke. It's still a little too soon for the ending.
Throw Mama from the train. Sorry, weren't you dead? Hey, Bucko, weren't you dead?
I had a feeling that you, of all people, would make it this far.
It's you!
I thought so. You are still alive.
Professor Layton, I've had enough of your running around, flagrantly contravening the flow of my story. As such, I can no longer ignore your meddling.
Professor!
You know, Luke, this reminds me of a puzzle. Not a chance, Luke. Not a fucking chance.
Professor!
Thank you, my boy.
Okay, real talk. How the fuck did Phoenix Wright make it into Marvel vs. Capcom, but not Layton? Layton is a huge badass. Enemy knights will appear in accordance with the storyteller's tale. Spentipede, thank you for the tier 1 sub, I appreciate it. Memorize the order of their attacks and deflect them using the knight's own moves against them. The knight drew his blade. As the battle came to a close, he raised his blade overhead and delivered the finishing blow. So like that? Wait. Do I have to have 4? The knight drew his blade. As the battle drew to a close, I'm confused by this. Hold on. He swings, he slashes, he pokes, and he jumps. Swings. Is that what I wanted? Okay. I guess I misunderstood what it was asking from me. Spin slash. You kidding? Oh, he actually did 6 things? Spin, down, poke, poke, down, spin. Spin, down, poke, poke, down, spin. Spin, down, poke, poke, down, spin. Okay. You kidding me? He began to vanish? Slash, spin, poke, slash. I fucked that up. I absolutely did not get that right. I said the wrong words out loud from the ones that I would usually say in my head. Okay. Side, spin, down, poke, spin. Side, spin, down, poke, spin. It must have ended with a jump.
Allow me to show you my puzzle-solving skills.
How many points did I lose for that shit?
Ah, the joy of solving puzzles.
None. It does not punish you for messing up, I guess. I don't think that puzzle was bad. It wasn't a puzzle. It was more like just memorization, which I find interesting in its own way. It really did feel like it was asking me to interpret writing, though. You're right. That was the part I had messed up. The fact Layton is surviving this makes him the biggest badass I've ever seen. I'm sorry, I stan Professor Layton.
Professor! Professor!
Well, now, that was close.
Yeah.
Storyteller, I'm afraid that the power of your pen is no longer absolute.
You never fail to impress me, Professor Layton. Just tell me one thing. What exactly are you trying to achieve?
You could say, I'm trying to lift the veil that hangs over the town.
Link has had training. Layton just showed up. This guy's a professor of archaeology. He's Indiana Jones.
If that is indeed the case, the answer lies in the final story.
Oh, I love the final story.
This very evening, the great witch Bozella will be tried, and all stories will end. You should take your place in the gallery and observe the final trial.
Permit me, if I may, to ask you a question, Mr. Storyteller. Why is it that you are here?
What?
You too should be watching in the gallery, watching as your twisted story unfolds.
My twisted story? What do you mean by that?
You must surely be aware that your story has already become twisted. Take our arrival in this town, for instance. Not to mention our being here at this very moment. Neither of these things could have happened in the story you wrote.
I don't think it's very nice to go up to an author and say your story is shit. I think that's just rude.
In other words, what I'm saying is that you are no longer the weaver of the tale.
Luke looks pissed. Luke looks like he's gonna fight someone, and he doesn't know who yet, but he's decided already he's getting into a fight. This guy's a hack. Honestly, everything he says, he's like, I'm gonna make this as deep. This is gonna sound as deep as possible. None of it's deep, man. None of it's deep. Darklaw. I expect that he meant for Darklaw to be the accused. See, Layton actually fucked it up for everyone. I'm just gonna put this out there. Layton is the one who messed this up. Because if he had let the storyteller just say the end of his own sentence instead of being a fucking know-it-all and jumping in and saying, what you mean to say is Estella Cantabella, then we could have found out, you know, in lore, that he had intended for it to be Darklaw, and then we would have all of that information. But we don't have that information now because Layton has to be a know-it-all. Oh, great. Layton's figured it out, but he won't tell us. Alright, Layton, you're just as much of a part of the problem as he is. Both of y'all deserve each other. I hope you get locked at the top of this stupid tower. Yeah, funny how times change, Roddy. This is a crossover between two games, two series, but there's a lot of games in each of the respective series. There's like 8 Professor Layton games and like 10 Phoenix Wright games. Not capable of using magic.
Objection!
Objection!
Maya's like pure comic relief right now, and it's kind of disruptive, but at the same time really enjoyable. Okay, well that testimony sucks.
Objection!
Objection!
This testimony feels like it contains nothing.
Hold it!
I'm glad I've still only got 2 shields. That sucks ass. I'm probably gonna save Scum a bunch. I'm sorry. In fact, I'm gonna save. Do I have that bell still? I don't think I do. No.
Hold it!
Yeah, because this is a continuation of the trial from earlier where I'd already lost 3 of my shields. Everyone's waiting for magic to happen. Shouldn't it be easy for them to prove? I mean, just based on my basic understanding of how magic works in this universe, shouldn't it be really easy to prove if she's Bezella just by having her shout out, like, Demir or some other magic incantation, just seeing if anything happens? Since supposedly just saying it, even without intent of doing magic, is enough to make it happen.
Hold it!
You don't have to hand a staff to her. If she were Bezella, she could cast magic without one. What do I choose in this game? I gather information and I present evidence in order to find contradictions in testimony. So I must have missed something in there. There was something in there that was really relevant. There's a lot of text boxes all the time, but... Brad, can you provide me one example of anyone else using that term other than you? You're the only person I've ever seen type that. Is that just your term you're trying to coin?
Hold it!
Do visual novels really not have gameplay in them? Like, sell me what a visual novel is. Is it really just clicking through text boxes and following a story? It's an interactive book. I just don't see that being appealing to me. Yeah, this definitely isn't a commentary that I think visual novels are bad. I think they just don't appeal to me. No, this is a puzzle game at its core. There's a lot of text in it, but it's because there's courtroom drama, so we're collecting information. And to be perfectly honest, to respond to your statement in particular, this game is sometimes too much visual novel for me. Like, sometimes it's just too much reading to be enjoyable. Like, I have to be in the mood to play this. So what do I have that I can even refute? Let's make a save right here. I came to this town to summon forth the fire dragon and kill the storyteller. As it rained, I waited near the bell tower next to the vigilantes for my chance. Do I have something in here that refutes that? This game's gonna do the same dumbass thing it did last time, where this is what I'm supposed to present right here. I'm supposed to present that the vigilantes said there were no trespassers. Actually, she just said she wasn't able to do magic, so that does make sense. I already saved once. Alright, I'm gonna present that there. I'm absolutely, save scumming. Yeah, there's not even a question. I'm save scumming.
Objection!
Woof. I have no credibility right now.
Objection!
Whatever. This is absolutely, we are 100% into what makes this game so wild. And that's, despite the fact that the game has given us enough information to really know big pieces of the answer to this. There's one specific thing it wants me to do. She's admitted to not being capable of performing magic. So her statement that she came to summon forth the fire dragon doesn't make sense, because the Grand Grimoire says that it summons forth a great fire dragon for the caster to command, so she would have had no power to command it. And furthermore, it said that she waited near the bell tower next to the vigilantes, but the vigilantes report says that there were no trespassers, and if she's not capable of casting magic, she couldn't have cast Demir. I'm just not sure where my in is here. That's the problem, is that I actually feel more confident in my decisions when I feel like I don't know what's going on, because then when you finally, like, find the small crack, it's obvious that's the one. But this one, like, I already know that everything she's saying is either bullshit, or the context she is providing is letting me know that other things are bullshit. And so I don't even know where to start. I have no idea how to refute this. She says, I'm not familiar with Kira, I come from the Eldritch Woods. I don't have anything. Was hiding in the belfry. Fine. I already pressed this. It's fine. It's my fault. I thought I had pressed everything twice in order to get the combinations necessary, but that I must not have.
Objection!
Objection!
Yeah, I mean, ultimately these mistakes are my fault. It's like, I I believe I have exhausted all my options when I haven't. That's it. Wearing the robe of invisibility. How the fuck do I refute nonsense like that? Yo, Sten. I turned my bag of holding inside out and walked through the dungeon walls. Yo, thanks, Sten. I appreciate it. How'd your video game go? Oh, did it get real gamer on you?
Objection!
Hey, Amber, I think you're dope too.
Objection!
Ah. Gotcha, Sten. Yeah, I don't blame you. Well, I hope you continue, Sten. This might be the first time in Ace Attorney history that I've ever thought the don't present evidence option might be the right one. I mean, I think that happened in one other case that I can remember where you were supposed to say, no, I can't present evidence, and that's progress, but this one's, wild. Oh, gotcha. I'm killing you? How am I killing you? What am I doing wrong? How am I how are you... If you know how this shit plays out, how is it on me for not knowing how this shit plays out? I'm doing my best here. What's in my court record that's gonna help me here? A flower-colored robe? Covered robe? Do I show this and say that's the invisibility cloak? Because Christ, I'm gonna get crucified for that one. I guarantee you I will get crucified if I present a flower-covered robe. Alright. because it's worth addressing this, I'm going to address it. Just because I'm save scumming does not mean I'm just going to randomly try shit. I am only save scumming so I don't have to repeat stuff. I'm still going to care just as much about fucking up.
Take that!
You're fine. I want to address the point that even with the ability to save scum, that is not going to make me just randomly hit buttons on the screen. I'm still going to scrutinize, because just hitting buttons randomly on screen, I will eventually get the answer right and no one will be satisfied.
Objection!
Trust me, Darklaw, I think this was the stupidest thing I've ever done as well. I also think I'm a fucking idiot. Oh my god. Just please work. Okay. For once I actually give a shit about this stupid universe, please actually work. Oh, you think that's what it was? Yes. Give me 60 minutes for the medium cycle. Oh shit, now we can't find the robe anymore. The robe was made of cotton candy. I can't believe they made a robe out of candy floss. It's like this fucking game isn't trying. It's like the game just gave up. It gave the fuck up. This game is absolutely taking the piss at this point. The last stream was entirely horny, and now this stream is just completely bullshit. They give you all special contacts or something? I don't know. You know what's gonna happen, right? It happens every single time. Every single Layton game. Is there's all this, like, in-universe magic going on. Some really crazy stuff that can only be explained through magic. And at the very end of the game, it does the big reveal where it says, actually, look, it was just some scraps of paper and a little bit of machinery. And we never go back and explain, hold on for a second, but how did the invisibility cloak work? We have the visibility robe. Who knows, Ender? Who knows?
Objection!
So is this where we pull Darklaw into it? Because we can identify, or we can at least suggest that the thing she pulled off was the pennant. So he's aware of the fact. So it's not Layton. It's the fact that the pennant is the thing that was pulled off. I may not be able to link that to Darklaw yet, but I think that's going to be the next step.
Hold it! Objection!
Check everyone's necks.
Objection!
Oh, Miss Turtleneck over there has a problem with my objection. Got it. Okay. So that didn't accomplish anything? I mean, is this yet another instance of me having to present that the vigilante said that there were no trespassers?
Hold it! Hold it! Hold it!
I have no idea. I have no idea where to start on this one. This one's actually kind of wild right now. I'm having an issue with this testimony. I presented the pendant already. Is it the vigilantes report again? Okay, yeah, I am supposed to present something here. This is my instinct, is to present the vigilantes report.
Objection! Objection!
What does the pendant represent in this? I'm sorry, but if they are about to say that there's no way she could have ripped the pendant off, considering she had her arm restrained, I'm gonna ask, what about the other fucking arm? Does she not have two arms? Okay, let me demonstrate. Huh. Turns out my hand goes behind me. My hand could go behind me. I think I might have really broken this case open. No. 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 I don't accept any of this. Absolutely not. No, 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 no. No, no. Oh, T-Flower, I'm gonna need a lot more than luck.
Objection!
Objection!
Actually, now I very much question whether or not the use of magic in this universe is consistent, because Dark Law just said the name of a magic spell, and nothing happened, presumably. So do I just present that the spell makes you go to sleep immediately?
Objection!
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 I'm sorry. That, despite everything we've experienced so far, that might be the biggest ass pull so far.
Objection!
I'm having this really weird give and take with this game where I'm loving this game. I'm having a great time playing it, but the entire thing is riddled with faults. And I love it still, but I hate it.
Objection!
The Dark Law came from the Eldritch Woods. Can't or won't. Is it gonna ask me? Is it gonna ask me to say who it is? Because that's condescending as hell. That's really condescending.
Take that!
Prove you've been awake for the last half hour.